Hello. On Tuesday, we went to Mama Brown's for our first food experience, and I'm going to share a little bit about that with y'all. What I knew about soul food prior to Tuesday was a little limited. I just knew different things that I had heard growing up and then what we had talked about in class. And one thing that I thought was cool that we had mentioned in class was about how Native Americans had influence on soul food, about just, using the whole animal. And I just thought that was really cool. But I think my knowledge comes from mainly just growing up in Virginia, eating these kinds of foods, dishes like fried chicken, green beans, pork chops, catfish, mac and cheese, beans, all that stuff. The thing I learned on Tuesday was behind the culture of soul food, about just learning the history about how they would all pile their food together and share if someone didn't have anything, getting it from someone else, saving that last scoop for somebody. I just thought that was really cool to hear. Another thing that I thought was interesting to learn on Tuesday was about different foods that they serve, like pig's feet and chitlins and frog legs and all that kind of stuff, because I've always heard about those foods, but I didn't really know much about them, and I just think it's cool going back to using the whole animal thing. Another thing I learned on Tuesday was that this food just gave me a sense of home, and it just reminded me of what I eat at home, so it's nice to know that I have that across the street. I wouldn't say I had any bias in my knowledge towards soul food, but I would say I had a lack thereof since I didn't know too much about it, just little things I had heard over the years, but it was never anything we were really taught about until taking this class and actually getting to learn more about it and the history and the culture and everything associated with it. I would say my responsibility to the greater good when it comes to unknown food cuisines would be sharing them with others. Like how at Mama Brown's I tried collard greens for the first time, and now I can share that experience with others and kind of do the same thing with other cuisines that I haven't tried. Another thing I also think is important for my responsibility to the greater good of different cuisines is just trying them if I haven't before and giving new foods a shot, because since they are different cuisines, they're not something that everybody eats often, so it's something that we should explore. I would say my favorite dish was the pork chops. I'm usually not a big pork chop fan, and I've only ever really had them when my parents have made them, and they're not the best cooks, but they were actually really good, and I really liked the taste of the pork chops. And I also tried collard greens for the first time, and they were really good. They didn't taste how I expected them to taste. I guess I'm not a big greens person, so I didn't figure that they'd be that good, but I really liked the flavor of them. So here I will attach a picture of my plate from Mama Brown's. So at Mama Brown's I ate a pork chop, some fried chicken, collard greens, baked beans, a roll, and some fries. I also tried a little bit of catfish, which is something I haven't ate much of because I'm not a big fish person, but it was fried catfish and it was actually really good. I really enjoyed it. I love baked beans and rolls, so it was really nice to get that sense of home in my lunch the other day. And I also had an Arnold Palmer to drink, which I love tea and I love lemonade, so that was just a real nice little touch. The food was amazing and it was a great experience, and I definitely recommend trying Mama Brown's if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching my food experience vlog. See you next time.